Hello? Okay. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Before we begin, I'd like to invite our Seminole Ridge Trombone Quartet onto the stage to play Amazing Grace. Please silence all of your cellular devices, and please withhold any applause until after the band plays their piece. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, good afternoon, everybody. I am Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Tanner Basso, the Battalion Commander of the Hawk Battalion. We would like to welcome our veterans and their families to Seminole Ridge Community High School in commemoration of Veterans Day. At this time, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Color Guard. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bolts bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right face. Forward, march.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would now like to invite our principal, Dr. James Campbell, to the podium for a few words.
Good afternoon, Seminole Ridge, and good afternoon to our veterans, active service personnel, and their family members joining us today. Thank you for coming today and allowing us to honor you for your service to this country. In his remarks for the Veterans Day ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery in 1961, President John Kennedy stated, "We celebrate this Veterans Day for a very few minutes, a few seconds of silence, and then this country's life goes on. But I think it's most appropriate that we recall on this occasion and on every other moment when we are faced with great responsibilities, the contribution and the sacrifice which so many men and their families have made in order to permit this country to now occupy its present position of responsibility and freedom, and in order to permit us to gather here together." While that speech is now 60 years old, the words still ring true today, although now we also acknowledge the sacrifices of women in the military service. The ability to join together to honor veterans is an expression of our freedom that we must not take for granted. In this country, we enjoy more freedoms than people in any other nation of the world, so many, in fact, that political arguments often revolve around whether certain rights or freedoms should be allowed. The fact that we can argue about such things shows the power of our democracy and speaks to the freedom that our veterans and the armed forces have earned for all of us through their service and sacrifices. We hear lots of talk about patriots and freedom, but our veterans are the true definition of patriots. They put their lives on the line so we can enjoy the freedoms we have every day. Today we gather to show our appreciation to the veterans assembled here, as well as to anyone who has sacrificed to preserve the freedoms and liberties we enjoy in this, the greatest nation on earth, the United States of America. To all our military personnel, both retired and active, we extend our sincerest gratitude.
Thank you so much, Dr. Campbell. The Hawk Battalion would now like to recognize all of our teachers and staff members who are veterans. Even though you are not with us in the auditorium for the ceremony, please stand to be recognized by your students and coworkers. And let's give a round of applause to them. I will now turn this ceremony over to our very own Seminole Ridge Chorus for a service song medley. As you hear your service song, please stand to be recognized.
Over dale, as we hit the dusty trail, and the caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter marching all about, and the caissons go rolling along. Then it's high, high in the field of artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wherever we go, you will always know that the caissons
Thank you so much. Now I would like to introduce to our veterans and the Seminole Ridge Hawk community our guest speaker this afternoon. Mac Bernard was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. He went to Atlantic High School where he was a part of their JROTC program. There he achieved the rank of cadet colonel. Bernard earned his bachelor's degree in political science and criminal justice from Florida State University. Bernard went on to receive his JD and LLM in taxation from the University of Florida. Bernard has been a public servant for over 10 years, serving as the Deputy Vice Mayor for the City of Delray Beach, State Representative, the Florida Elections Commission, and presently as the Mayor of Palm Beach County. Bernard, his wife Sean, and their 3 daughters are proud to call Palm Beach County home. Bernard has dedicated his life to giving back to our community and serving Florida residents. Seminole Ridge, please give a warm welcome to Mac Bernard.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mac Bernard, a Palm Beach County Commissioner. It is truly, truly an honor to be here this afternoon. Specifically, tomorrow we get to celebrate Veterans Day. I want to thank all of our vets who are here today and all of the families and all the sacrifices. In the military, we have 6 branches. We have the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, and recently you have the U.S. Space Force. And this country would never be this country without the sacrifices of all of our veterans. We celebrate Armed Forces Day for our current folks who are in the military, and then we commemorate Memorial Day for our troops who paid the ultimate sacrifice for this great country. And tomorrow we get to celebrate Veterans Day to honor all of our vets. Now, I didn't get a chance to serve in the military. I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and came to the United States when I was 10 years old and didn't speak any English. And so I remember when I was at Carver Middle School, seeing the Army JROTC program coming to Atlantic High School, I was like, I want to join the JROTC program. And as soon as I went to Atlantic High School, I joined the ROTC program, and I eventually became the battalion commander for Atlantic High School. And I graduated over 25 years ago, so you see I'm getting really, really old. But what I can tell you, serving as a county commissioner and former state representative and former city commissioner in Delray Beach, we have to serve our communities, and you have to serve whoever. In Palm Beach County, we have over 1.5 million residents that calls Palm Beach County their home. And a number of our residents are veterans. And in this county, we take a lot of pride in making sure that we are honoring our vets and we're taking care of our vets. And specifically, a couple years ago, we had so many of our veterans who were homeless. And we had one of our former county commissioners, his name is Hal Valashay, and he spearheaded the ability to make sure that we're going to try to make sure that none of our vets are homeless. And we were very, very successful in terms of tackling this issue. Another issue is economic opportunities for our vets. You know, after you hang up your uniforms, typically, to try to find a job is sometimes very, very hard. And in Palm Beach County, we're dedicated in making sure that our vets have preferences to make sure that they're able to get economic opportunities in the county and that we're creating job opportunities for them. And also, we have to provide health care for our vets. Let me give you, since we have a lot of kids who are here, I remember when I was in ROTC, I was the color guard commander, and we had this tournament, and we had just won this tournament, and my color guard team placed first in the tournament, And that following Monday, we had practice, and I was like very happy, celebrated my troops, and just very happy that we were able to win. And I gave them the day off, and so we just like goofed off around. And the colonel came around, and he was like, Master Sergeant Bernard, why aren't your team practicing? And I told him that we won, and I gave him the day off. Let me tell you, he yelled at me, demoted me, and I was back to the rank of a recruit. And I was like so mad, and I wanted to quit the ROTC program because when you're the master sergeant and then all of a sudden you're now back to a recruit, sometimes you feel like you want to quit. But I thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna quit, but I decided that I need to get back up there and just continue. I had to get back to being, I had to get promoted to corporal and all that kind of stuff, which was very, very hard. But it was a humbling experience to just being dropped down to being a recruit. Another example, I remember when, because my senior year, I was like ready. I thought I was going to be the battalion commander. And, I was prepared to be battalion commander, and Colonel decided that he didn't promote me to be battalion commander at first. I was livid. I was so mad that I didn't get a chance to be battalion commander. And I remember storming out of the room, and I think that I was driving a beat-up car, and I think I messed up my clutch just because I was so mad. But eventually, there was a reason why the colonel didn't want me to be the battalion commander. I became the executive officer for ROTC, and eventually I became the battalion commander during that year, but I didn't want to quit. And so what I would tell you is that, you're young, and some of y'all may want to go into the military, and you have so many different branches to choose from, but if you decide to go into the military, you get the chance and the opportunity to serve. But if you decide that the military is not for you, which is a different route that I took. I ended up going to Florida State University and ended up going to law school at University of Florida. But even though I didn't get a chance to serve in the military, now coming back here serving as a county commissioner and serving this community, we get to serve all of our veterans, all of the people in this county. So whatever that you get a chance to do, please serve. Give back to the community. Come back to the ROTC program, volunteer, because you'll get a chance to make a difference. And I won't be long, but I want to thank all of our veterans for being here, all of your families and all the sacrifices. I want to thank all the kids who are here, all the parents, and on behalf of this county, County Commissioner McKinley, who represent this area, I'm just happy that we get to celebrate Veterans Day, and thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
We would like to thank our guest speaker for spending a moment to speak with us this afternoon. Let's give it another round of applause for Mac Bernard. At this moment, please direct your attention to the screen, which will be down shortly, for a brief presentation. Please rise for the playing of the taps by Maxwell Evans to commemorate all of our fallen comrades, America's heroes. Students, please withhold any applause until after playing of taps. Thank you.
Take seats.
As we conclude our ceremony this afternoon, on behalf of our Senior Army instructor and the Hawk Battalion, I would like to extend the utmost gratitude and appreciation to everyone whose efforts have made this program possible, as well as a major success. Our principal, Dr. James Campbell, our guest speaker, Mac Bernard, our veterans, our special guests, Sergeant First Class Banks, our Seminole Ridge TV Production Academy, our Senior Army instructor, Colonel Anthony Reyes, and his staff, the Cadet Corps, our JROTC parents, the Seminole Ridge Choir and Band, as well as all other contributors. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your time. This concludes the program for our Veterans Day ceremony. At this time, please stand for the departure of our distinguished guests this afternoon.
On your feet.
And if all of our veterans and their families would please report to the Media Center for a few refreshments. Thank you. CSM, take charge of the battalion. All right, thank you all for coming. Please be safe on your way home. Thank you.